Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I got this great idea from another person's channel I stumbled upon, explaining how they are able to afford to be a stay-at-home wife or mom. And in my case, I'm not a mom yet, but I'm about to be a mom, and I'm taking on the mom role for our niece that lives with us right now. So soon we're gonna have 2 kids in the house, and I'll still be able to stay at home with both of them. Okay, the first one that's a big help for us is that my husband is in the military. They give him his base pay and we get money for housing on top of that, which fluctuates depending on where you live and what your rank is. Some people choose to find somewhere cheaper to live and keep the difference to spend on other things in their lives. Or some people choose to put it all into their housing, mortgage, and utilities. And that's what we chose to do. We always know that's going to be paid every month no matter what. The second thing is, when I did work at my last job before we moved to our current location, I worked full-time, and they gave me paper checks instead of direct deposit, and I would just hold on to it and see if we could pay all our bills and spend what we wanted without ever even touching my check. That's how I knew, if I did ever get pregnant or something, or I lost my job, that we would still be okay, because my check wasn't a factor on if we were to be able to survive or not, which was very comforting. So mostly my check went to going into savings, or if we wanted to spend on anything, that's what it would go to, because eventually I would just deposit it. Sometimes I'd have 1 or 2 checks just waiting to be deposited. Yeah, then we moved, so then I didn't have a job. We weren't worried about how we would do on one income. Number 3 is I use coupons. I don't use them as much as I used to, but I used to always print them out. Now that a lot of grocery stores and just regular stores have online coupons you just load to your card, yeah, I cut back on clipping coupons and printing them out, because that takes time to print coupons out, and then sometimes you don't even use those coupons, so then you're wasting ink. We like to shop at Target pretty often, so I use their Cartwheel app a lot. I always check everything on there to see if there's any discounts going on at the moment on things, and if I'm already buying it, then I'll load that discount onto Cartwheel, so then they just scan that at the register when you go up there. Plus we got the Target debit card, which automatically gives you 5% off your whole purchase every time you go. And I also use cash back or money back or gift card back phone apps besides Cartwheel. I also go do Ibotta and all that stuff, and you just check and see if something you bought you can get money back on. Sometimes you might get 25 cents back on an item, or even $1. You just never know, and it just adds up. And then you can either, I don't remember which one or which, but you can either have it go to PayPal, or I think some send you a check, or you can have them go to a gift card for a store you might want to use it at. So that's nice. So I plan on finally cashing in some of them soon, so I can buy some more baby items. So I'll probably do a gift card for Target, and then they got you can do Old Navy, all the different ones, And number 4 is we used to buy clothes and shoes, DVDs, everything. We wouldn't even check to see oh, how much money do we have. No, we would just go buy it if we felt like buying it. Especially DVDs. My husband, that was his thing. Before he even got married, he'd always buy DVDs. Every week he'd buy at least one DVD, new release DVD. The last place we lived, there was a store there. I think they closed them down now, but They had DVDs that were either people sold them back to the store or they used to be rentals. And so they were only like $5 for a lot of them. Now we've cut back on that stuff. We don't really buy DVDs and clothes anymore. And number 5 is I make my husband lunch every day. And I don't just make him food for lunch. I make him food for breakfast and snacks because he has long work days. I'll give him like hard-boiled eggs, a sandwich or salad. He has carrots in there. And I make him a peanut butter jelly sandwich. So he has 2 sandwiches to eat. One for lunch and one for like an afternoon snack or so. I know for sure he eats the eggs in the morning if he doesn't have like a protein shake in the morning. And sometimes I'll throw in like a granola bar or like fruit cups or pudding, you know, anything, because it's so much cheaper buying the stuff at the grocery store than going out to eat for breakfast or lunch or go buy snack. So the only thing he has to buy during the day is something to drink. And then of course you don't want to have, you know, homemade food every day. So some days I won't make him the lunch, so he can go out to have lunch with his coworkers. But that really cuts down the cost of our living because it's crazy how much you could spend a day on just lunch food. And people don't realize it. Like, you can go out and buy a $10 meal, or you can go to the grocery store and that $10 will get you a lot of food. Number 6 is that I cook almost every day, every single day. And I always have, even when I worked, I cooked every day. And I know that's rare nowadays, so some people don't cook every day, and I'm surprised. I grew up with my parents, either my mom or my dad would cook dinner. I thought that was normal. I thought everybody, you go home and you cook your food. I didn't know a lot of people just go get takeout, order in, or fast food. Yeah, it was rare. Like growing up, we didn't go eat no fast food all the time. So I didn't think anything of it. Like when I became an adult and had to make my own meals, even when I was in college, I didn't go out to get fast food. I just go to the grocery store and buy stuff I could make at home. Even if they were like quick and easy things, you know, that are already pre-made but they're frozen. It's still cheaper than going out and buying a meal. To this day, I still try to cook every night. Yeah, there's some nights I don't cook, but those nights, it's usually it's like everybody on your own night, so you're still eating at home. So I keep like canned soups in the cupboard or frozen things in the freezer, like, you know, like chicken nuggets or chicken burgers or anything, you know, like anything an individual person could make on their own and eat at home without having to go out and spend more money on food when you have plenty of food at home. And so that's what saves us a lot of money. I just have to make sure I go to the store every week. So that's a big, big thing. Because even before children, yeah, I'd still cook every day. Yeah, there'd be nights, yeah, we would go out to eat. But I mean, there was only 2 of us, so it wasn't too expensive. But now we have our niece living with us, so we gotta buy her a meal too when we go out. So yeah, our eating cost, if we want to go to a restaurant, has upped. So yeah, we don't rarely ever go. I may buy a big pizza from our local grocery store. They make them, I don't know if it's a brick oven or what, but yeah, they make it for you. You just call and order it. If you're not shopping there and you just want to just go in real quick and get it and you bring it home, and it's a huge pizza. Number 7 is that we have always had used cars. We haven't been able to do the whole, like, I know some people, they want to like buy cars outright, but we just haven't ever came to that courage or solution to save up that much money to buy cars outright. So we just shop for good deals on cars and get a car loan for them. But we don't get like high car loans. We did get a brand new car last year, but that was before we had any children living in our house, because we were finally at the point where we're like, oh yeah, we can afford to at least get one new car. We're doing fine still with having one new car and one used car, both having car loans on them. They pretty much add up to one person's car loan from what I've heard of other people, what they pay for their brand new cars every month. Yeah, I just wouldn't want to pay that much for one car. You don't need to buy new cars, because as soon as you buy new cars, they lose their value very quickly. And so it's best to shop around for good used cars that hold their value for when you do decide to trade it in or anything. And number 8 is evaluating your cable bill. Since we haven't lived here for 2 years yet, our cable bill, we still have discounts on it, our cable internet. We've lost some of the discounts, so we dropped some of the premium channels so far. In the fall, we're going to lose some more discounts, so then we're going to drop some more on the cable and internet, which is going to save us a lot of money, because we pay a good amount on the cable bill now, and it's fine. But we don't want to just give our money to cable, especially with us having a second child coming into the house. He's going to be taking up money that we use for other bills. So that's one plan, because I know, a lot of people, they think cable's a must. Because I love my cable too, but I think I can survive without it. Because when we lived in Germany, we didn't have cable. I just watched a lot of TV online, in which I can still do now, because we got Netflix, we have Amazon Prime, and we use a lot of that to watch things on. Number 9, that's a big one. Creating a budget. That is the most important thing. First, you need to write down all your expenses for the month. Just track where your money's going. And a lot of banks and credit unions, you go on their websites and they have budget trackers on there for you to see where all your stuff's going. I would get a notebook and write down each category and what you spend, how much you spend on that anyway. So, how much you spend on your rent or mortgage, how much you spend on your utilities, your cable, internet, your car loans, all the stuff that comes out every month. Start with that stuff first, and then get down to all the little stuff like your everyday spending stuff, like your gas and your groceries. And then you can figure out where you could cut things and what's your bottom line on how much you need to set aside every month to pay all these bills off. That's what I do. We have 2 separate accounts, and one is just to pay bills in. So as soon as my husband gets paid, I put a certain amount into that account, so it's like we don't have it at all. And that way we're not worrying about what we're spending in our main account, because the money's already set aside for that. But you'd be shocked to see how much you're spending on little things. That's how we found out my husband was spending so much on eating out every day for lunch, was because I made a category for just his lunch meals. So every time he went to certain restaurants and stuff, it automatically went into his section. It's very helpful, because it's a big shocker to find out what you're spending your money on. Number 10 is credit cards. We only have one credit card. That's the major thing. If you have credit cards, you need to try paying them off. You don't want that being held over your head as something that you need to pay every month, especially if you need to pay a lot on it every month. So you need to start paying it down and only using it for things that you you must use it on. We don't use it on little things. We use it on big things that we want to buy or do, like to make over our house, Like we might put it on the credit card, but we usually pay it off within a month or two, because that way you don't have so much interest you're paying on top of it either. But that's just one expense you just don't need in your life if you're only on one income. And then number 11, this is how I personally like help fund my little extras that I may want to do. Is I'm a part of a website called ClickSense, and I forgot how I stumbled upon it, but it's a nice website. It kind of reminds me of what's that other website? I can't think of the name of it right now, but anyways, you just go on there and sign up, and you get paid to watch ads or do surveys and all that, watch things. And I do that every once in a while. I don't even do it every day. I do it when I think about it. And yeah, I only get a few cents here and there a day, but it accumulates. I had enough money in my account there that I was able to buy a gift card for a family member with that money I had earned. I usually use it for like other internet things I want to pay for, like internet games. So that way I'm not like taken away from our normal money. It's just my fun money. And anybody can do it. I'll put the link below of it, and maybe of the other website I couldn't think of right now, but that you can earn money on. And for the ClickSense, you can either get a check sent to you, or you can use some of their other payment methods. You'd have to just look and see which one would be right for you to get your money. I only do it every once in a while. You can't like make an income off of it, but it's just nice, big couple dollars here and there, depending on how committed you are to doing it. I mean, it could be boring, but I do it whenever I feel like it, and I have no problem with it. But anyways, that's all I have for now. Please like and subscribe and comment if you have any questions. And if you're interested in pregnancy videos, check out my other videos, because I do weekly updates on my pregnancy, other videos here and there. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.